Hey, what's up, Sooner Nation? Welcome to the Sooner Surge podcast that tells it like it is. If you are new to this channel, it's your first time on it, welcome to the Sooner Surge. If you're one of the OGs or one of the most recent subscribers to our channel, thank you very much. We're rolling like we always do. It's 9:30 at night. We do this every single night. We go live. We talk to fans because we are fans. We allow you to call in. We allow you to type in the chat. And we put many, many comments up throughout the night. That's what we're about, letting fans have a voice when things are going well, when things are not going well. This is the place for the fans to have a voice. What's up, Jay?
What's going on, man? Saturday, and what is it now? 3 more Saturdays till college football, 4 more till Oklahoma plays.
Correct.
But, what's up, KB? Man, it's getting close. I'm excited. As it gets closer and closer, you can just feel it. A little cool front came in today. Not cold. It was not very cool, but it was better than 102. So I'll take
85 is better than 93. So
that's right. Hey,
Eric says preseason camp always goes well until injuries.
That's right, and that's true. Hey, let me do this before we'll get going with the chat and everything, but I've already seen some people dropping it, and that's kind of what one thing we were going to have Mount Rushmore of linebackers tonight, OU history. I see people already dropping them. Sooner fan with Boz, Rod Show, Cumbie, and Calmus. I saw Chester had his up here. My list, Cumbie, Boz, Joe
Bowden I would have on mine
Daryl
too.
Hunt, Torrance Marshall.
I would have Joe Bowden on mine.
That's an interesting one. Hey,
Jackson says Fasusi starting right tackle. What's funny, Jackson, is you said Derek Simmons is starting. Now, look, a little teaser. We're doing a position group breakdown, okay? Position group breakdown where we talk about the position group and then give our projected starters. A video will be going out every single day for a new position group. Those will be released about 9 o'clock. We just filmed one today, Jay, and I think Foje and Fasusi both starting.
Yeah, so those will be released 9 a.m. every day, right? So over the next basically 2 weeks, I mean, they'll be doing one a day. But, hey, I want to answer 918's question because we haven't really talked Cowboys much.
Before you do, let's shout out Sooner Bob 61.
Oh, yeah, Sooner Bob 61. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Bob. Appreciate that.
Bring it on.
Bring it on, he says. I love it. Love the excitement, Bob. Appreciate the super. It really does mean a lot, man. Thank you. 918 asked me, you turning in your Cowboys card, how they mishandled the Parsons thing. You know what's sad is this is how bad it is in Dallas. It hasn't even bothered me that much. I'm just used to it. This is
same, Jay. Same.
Used to it, man.
Like,
used to it.
I don't even know what to think. It's a soap opera that no one's watching. It's like a soap opera that is on a channel that's not where the major soaps are. It's not. No one cares anymore, dude. Now, how about Kurt Burris, second in the Heisman? Aaron Huddleston said that's a name.
Hey, it's like the soap opera. This is what I think after
Burris was good.
This is what I think of Dallas Cowboys. And so these are the days of our lives. That's it. These are the days of our lives, man.
Med says, any news on right tackle Derek Simmons? Concussion protocol? Anyone confirm or dispute? I can't confirm or dispute it. I have no idea. I can't confirm either one of those.
Maybe we make a call, Jeremy. No.
Mez, did you hear that? Because I've not heard that at all. But hey, I do know pads are popping. They say pads are going to be popping, and at least they have Fasusi right there. Jen Kane, one of the OGs of the Sooner Surge. Definitely one of the originals of the Sooner Surge chat. Thank you so much for your super tonight. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, Jen. Appreciate it. I know you've been busy. Appreciate you joining us. It means a lot. Loyal listener, man.
Now, 918 says, those thinking that Fasusi and Foje will start will be highly disappointed. They might be most talented with highest ceiling, but their likelihood isn't good with BB track record. Although I will say this, 918, last year, OU had some true freshman linemen who a lot of people wanted to see. EPO was one, And there were others, Eugene Brooks. They weren't even getting reps.
Yeah.
Foje and Fasusi are getting reps right now. That is a difference.
Yeah, but we just, I think.
Well, that's a difference, Jay.
Yeah, and I understand what you're saying, but for you to come out of the gate and say start game one, that's where I'm like, I don't know if they will.
Well, I don't know if they will either, Jay. I didn't say they would. I said I'm predicting them to.
Yeah, I know you are. I know you're predicting them to. So
they're different, Jay. They're different.
I think they're really talented. Really talented. Greatest number, I mean, what are we, 28 days? Johnson's putting into, I mean, greatest 28 at Oklahoma's got to be. Well, I mean, got to be AD, right?
AD. What are all these people talking about injuries in here?
I mean, Stutzman's going to argue that probably.
Kendall Dolby, guys, hey, Sooner Cowboy. Kendall Dolby, he has a cast on his hand, but he's still playing. And yes, Derek Simmons was at OU for spring ball.
I can't remember when he got there, Jerm.
December or January committed. Am I wrong on that? Hunter. Derek Simmons has been there for a minute. All semester.
I got Derek Simmons starting tackle for Oklahoma.
I know. Jay, hey. I'm not upset with that. Like I like Derek Simmons from Western Carolina. I think he's going to be good. He was evaluated as maybe an NFL type guy. So,
hey, you know what? I'm going to try. I wish I had his information. He commented on the video about 2 weeks ago, and I reached back out, but I haven't heard anything. I need to see how Monty's doing. If anybody knows how to get a hold of Monty, I'd love to reach out to him. But
if you like the EA Sports Simulation stuff, I don't really give a rip for it. Sooner Bob says OU beat Kent State 66-7.
Hey, I know we're going to talk about depth chart tonight a little bit.
We are.
That's the graphic. That's what we're going to talk about. And it's not just me and you. It's going to be the chat. The chat's going to talk about who they think. So I don't know if the best way to do this is to kind of go through positions, Jerm, and just throw it out there, let people comment theirs, and then we can kind of agree or disagree or whatever. How do you ever want to do this?
Are you wanting to open the phone lines to where people can just read really quickly who their starters are?
We can do that, and then they can call in and say it, or they can put in the chat.
All I would say is be prepared if you're calling in and spout them out quickly.
Yeah, so we can do that.
Spout them out quickly.
Put the phone line in there, Hunter. Drop it in.
Speaking of phone lines, and what we always do is we recognize the fan stop. And there's the phone link that Hunter just put in there. And I'm going to show something here. Go to the fan stop, okay? New OU shirt design each month. thefanstop.com/OU. 3 great options to choose from. Some have long sleeves. Some have hoodies. Use code SURGE. You get 10% off your first 3 months. Also, something special. FanStop is doing this for us. Look on your screen. All the way through August 18th. 6 winners. All 6 winners will get a welcome shirt from the FanStop and the September and October shirt of the month, all free. But you got to email us at SoonerSurgePod@gmail.com to be entered live. August 19th, we will spin the wheel, and 6 people will win 3 shirts. Email us, SoonerSurgePod@gmail.com. All right. Phone lines are open, and we already got one not waiting. It's Chester Carter, one of the OGs of the Sooner Surge.
This is going to be difficult to remember all these names while on the phone.
Okay.
Ott, Mateer, Burks, Kearney, because I think Gibson's going to be out. Satania, Helms, Sexton, Ozida, Everett, EPL, Taylor. And on the ends, I got RMT and Jones, but somebody said he's hurt, so I don't know anymore. I got Jackson and Stone at the tackles.
Okay.
Kobe, Kip, Dolby, although he's hurt apparently. Eli, Gentry, Peyton, and RSJ. Thank you.
Hey, awesome.
Guys, that's going to be tough to follow because Chester spouted them out quickly. That was impressive. Now, a couple of interesting ones just from what I heard. Ozida and Taylor as starting on the O-line Chester has. I don't have either one of those guys starting. I think Ozida would be a great backup at guard.
Hey, Chester didn't even I was going to do like a position group. He's like, hey, how about the whole team?
That's exactly how I want it done tonight, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you do it.
That's somebody who just was prepared and ready, man. And let's hope the Sooners are prepared and ready game one.
Stop on the injuries. No one's like it's not like someone came out of camp today injured. It's football stuff. Hey, and 918 says, I don't think there's a world that Satania and Burks both start. The only way, in my opinion, both of those guys start is if Giovanni and Jaden are definitely out and they're not happy with a couple of guys on the outside that they could use.
Chester says he thinks Burks going to move outside.
I know, and I wouldn't mind that, Jay. I wouldn't mind Burks on the outside some. I just think he needs to start in the slot.
Yeah. Hey, there's nothing yet to talk about. And you mean banged up, whatever. Nothing. It's fall camp. Okay. Let's see what happens game 1. See who's
that is going to be tough to follow, Chester. That was impressive.
The other one that stood out to me from him was Stone.
Stone and Jackson together.
I think
but
Jackson
also corner, Jay. Corner, he had Eli and Gentry. He had Dolby at Cheetah. I don't think there's a chance Dolby's playing Cheetah.
We'll see. I mean,
hey, can we stop on the injuries? You guys don't even know what you're talking about.
Or if you do, say it. Say where it's.
What?
Yeah, it is kind of crazy. Fall camp.
It's hilarious, the injury stuff.
Hey, and you know what? The Schmitty stuff.
It's not Schmitty crap either. It's annoying, dude.
The Schmitty stuff, there's some guys that look like Schmitty did them well. I'll say that. Dominique looks pretty good. Some of these guys
gets held out of camp, and all of a sudden people are like, oh, he's done.
Yeah, I'm you know what? I'm not at practice. I don't claim to be at practice. I don't know what's going on. And you know what? I'm excited for the season.
RSJ is ripped. The entire, a lot of them are ripped in their size. We can put the chart up there again that shows the size.
All I'm saying is this. For the ones that want to just, hey, if you want to talk about maybe there was some training staff issues, whatever. But for the ones on here purely ripping Schmitty, I think at the end of this year, if they don't have any injuries, I think everybody who's ripping Schmitty needs to apologize because I think you could look at it maybe, quote, training staff, but I think Schmitty's doing his job well. That's just me. And I don't know anything about it. I'm not there, so.
Hey, another giveaway we got going on at the Sooner Surge is you see a ticker at the bottom of your screen that has several viewers who have called in and picked the first touchdown prediction of the year for OU. The only way you're eligible for this $50 gift card is you've got to call in and give us your take on who the first touchdown is going to be. Phone lines are open.
That's right. They did make some changes. Somebody said, was it on this live show last night talking about looked like there was new equipment out there? I don't know. I didn't look at the videos that closely. So.
Man, Kendall Dolby, he must be in the game operation. He's got 3 injuries from the chat tonight. Wrist injury, hamstring injury, ankle injury. Please.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna jinx any injuries. I don't want to talk about injuries, to be honest.
No, don't talk about injuries.
I don't want any bad injuries to happen this year.
Now Michael's got 2 starting corners as 2 918 dudes. Gentry Williams, Devin Jordan.
That was my hot take a few days ago. Devin Jordan starts opposite Gentry, Michael. 2 guys thinking alike there. I think Eli might, maybe he's not ready to go game 1. I don't know. I think Jordan's really good. I think Jordan's got a very high ceiling. I'd rather not talk about injuries all night on a live show, to be honest. I just don't think there's anything to talk about it. Let's move on.
Now, I don't know about the field. I know there was a lot of issues with that last year. I have not heard on the turf if they've made any changes or anything like that. I'm not in the know on that.
Yeah. Phone lines are open. Call in. Hey, Jeremy, let me ask you this. I'm going to ask you a position group. You tell me your projected starters. Okay?
Go ahead.
Linebacker. Include Cheetah.
Kendall. Maybe the most confident I am on one is Kendall Daniels is going to be the starting Cheetah. Okay. And I think they're going to start. I think they're going to go with Kip and Sammy, Jay. I'm going to go Kip and Sammy.
Kip, Sammy, and then Cheetah will be Kendall.
That's what I got right now.
I can't argue that, Jerm. I
could very well be Kobe.
What?
It could very well be Kobe.
Could be Kobe. I think it could be Kip and Kobe and Kendall. And there it is. Dalpo says, I think that might be the higher percentage one.
Do you have Kendall Daniels as your starting cheetah tonight?
I have Kendall Daniels as my starting cheetah, yes.
And your corners are Gentry and Devin Jordan.
Yeah, it depends on Eli and how banged up he was in the fall. I mean, I don't know that. So, but I think Devin Jordan's right there going for it. I mean, I think he's.
I think it could be Gentry and Dolby or Eli, who's ever more healthy. That's who I got at the corner position.
Who do you got fighting out Kendall Daniels? You got Powers fighting him out?
I think from what, Parker Thune put out and some others, Powers is working into that rotation at Cheetah. I think he'll be the backup Cheetah. I don't think Sammy O's going to play Cheetah.
You think they moved him with Kobe? I mean,
I do, Jay. I do.
Yeah,
I do.
It's time for Kobe.
I'm curious how much Boganowski run gets.
Man, I want to see Boganowski out there. That's
if you look at the safety position, Jay, RSJ is clear. I would think Peyton Bowen would be a clear starter, but I'm not ready to say that yet. If Powers proves to be now, does Boganowski and Hardy slide into the backup role with Powers coming on at Cheetah? Maybe that's what they wanted to do, is move Powers over to Cheetah to open up some room for some of those guys.
Yeah, Boomer Kid. I like Jacoby Johnson a lot too. He said he's the guy. I like him a lot. Hey, Randy, good call on Daniels at Cheetah. He can
love that statement there.
This is a great comment. And Germ, we've talked about this off air a little bit. When you talk about Brent Venables getting him a perfect cheat, I mean, Daniels is kind of that guy. I mean, he can kind of do everything you wanted.
Hey, do people realize Kendall Daniels is the biggest linebacker OU has? And he's also 6'5" or whatever he is. He's long. He can run.
He's good in coverage.
He can guard and cover in the flat. And I do think Ivan Carrion's a very tall jack. I do.
You don't think he's very good?
I don't see a world in which he plays this year, Jay.
He played pretty good in the bowl game, I thought.
Yeah, he did last year. I don't see that a use for him this year much.
And this is a great point too about experience. Do you think? Let's just talk about a few. We're talking about position groups tonight. Let's talk about a few of these. Where do you think the experience wins out? 918 mentioned Foji for Susie earlier. Let me ask you this. I'm just rapid fire here. You say, does experience win out or do they go young? Okay, you ready? Right guard. Is it going to be Foji or are you going to go with the experience of Fabechi? What do you think?
I already said I think Foji's starting.
And you think same thing with Fasusi instead of Simmons?
I could see Simmons playing more. I mean, Simmons isn't just an old guy. Simmons is a highly touted offensive lineman, Jay. Fabechi is not right now. They know what they had with Fabechi. They've seen him in action against the SEC. It wasn't great. It wasn't good. Simmons, I think they're pretty high on, Jay. So I could see Foje starting earlier than Fasusi. I said it last night.
Yeah. Tight end, you don't really – I mean, you got experience in a guy like
now, I'll say this. It's hard to predict the tight end room because here's why. It really depends on the play call. There are a couple of these guys in the tight end room, Jay, that are much better at blocking than they are catching, or especially Yak. So depending on what Buck wants to call is going to be – I don't know that you go out there and say, well, you had a clear starter at tight end. I think they all have a role. I do, Jay.
I understand that, but you could say the same thing defensively. Like
not as much.
Well, I think edge. I mean, there's got depending on what Brent's wanting to do. If he's going down a 3-down lineman or a 4-down lineman, you can play.
It could change things, Jay. It could change things.
I think there's a real chance you might see. You could see Kendall Daniels and Sammy O on the field together.
Yeah, because I had them starting together, Jay.
No, I'm saying with Kip and Kobe. You could go big. You could see Powers and Kendall Daniels together. I mean, I think there's multiple things you could do. There's multiple things you could do, Jeremy.
I saw Jen say Peyton Bowen starting at safety, and I'm not saying he's not.
I agree.
I think he will.
5-star, man. He's got to step up this
Jason, hey, Hunter. I want you, Hunter, can you drop Peyton Bowen's size, height, and weight, and Reggie Powers' height and weight? Please. Because, Jay, I like Peyton Bowen. First year, he had 5 or 6 pass breakups early, okay? Hasn't done much. He's been hurt a lot. He's been hurt. He's been banged up. So we haven't really gotten to see the real Peyton Bowen. But
Hey,
Reggie
Jeremy,
Powers, other guys are making moves. Hardy, Boganowski.
hey, I don't want to run the video that we're releasing tomorrow, but Jeremy, that looks like your starting 5 you'd go with.
That is the one I predicted in the video. I like it, Gray God. That's the one I would love to see. I just don't know. Okie Brave.
Daniels.
The starting cheetah is going to be Kendall Daniels, in our opinion. That's who we think.
There it is. Peyton Bowen, 6 foot, 201. Reggie Powers, 5'11", 214.
So Powers, and again, Powers moved up towards cheetah too. So he's a more physical guy. Peyton Bowen, a little taller. Not much. They're pretty close.
Yeah, new setup, Austin. Good to see you on there, man. Hope your vacation was good out in the Utah area. What about Boganowski? What's his size? I mean,
he's bigger than both of them, I think. He may be 210, 212. 918 has Sexton, EPL, Troy Everett, Fabechi Simmons. It looks like Sexton. It looks like Sexton, EPL, and Everett are in everyone's. Those 3 are locks. Like, put them as locks. Those 3 are locks in all of them.
I got Foje starting over Fabechi. I'd rather see Foje in there. I just.
And hey, the other thing, and Sooner fan says Boganowski's a linebacker playing safety. I would like to see him put on a little more weight if he's going to play linebacker. I think he's a good cheetah type guy. I think he's going to play, though. I do think he's going to play.
Yeah, I think Fasusi would. Yeah, I don't know.
He already is, isn't he?
I think Sexton.
I thought Sexton was practicing at left tackle, Jay.
Yeah,
NIL commish. It's not just a new microphone. It's a microphone. I've never had a microphone. I've just been using my sound on my computer or whatever.
Did you buy that, or did you just find it in your house?
My son had this, Jay, that he had found. He had it a couple years, never used it. I found it when we were cleaning out things. Hopefully, it sounds better. NIL commish.
Hey, 918. I really like Ozida. I think, in fact, I went and watched a couple games from last year, a couple days ago, late at night. And Ozida was getting better. Ozida was developing. I thought he was getting better. He was getting some push. I like Ozida. I would rather have Ozida over Fabechi. Yeah.
Now, honestly, Jay, I would rather have, personally, Foje and EPL at the guard positions, and the backups are Ozida and Fabechi. 2 backups, Ozida, Fabechi at the guard. Your backups at tackle are going to be Howland and Taylor. Or no, Howland and Fasusi or Howland and Simmons, depends on who they go with. Taylor, guys, Jake Taylor may not get on the field. He may be in the 3 deep.
It'll be interesting to see.
Maybe the 3 deep.
What about Bates, man? You think he's starting over there at SMU?
I don't know, Jay. I don't follow guys once they leave, really.
I know you were high at him on OU, so when you say who starts week 1, what position we talking about? I just logged on to what. Hey, we've done whole team. We can do any position group. I'll give you a position group, Jerm. You tell me.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Tell me your starting.
And we're going 2 deep.
Let's go wide receivers. 3 wide receivers. Who are they?
Okay, and everyone in the chat do that as well. Your 3 starting receivers. Again, this really, really is tough to do with injuries. Ideally, it's Burks, Giovanni, and I'm going to go Kearney. I think Jaden Gibson, I think Kearney's passing him. So that would be the 3 I would go with. In a perfect world.
Where do you got Keontez Lewis? Backup?
A bench, backup.
So
give me backup Burks. Gibson backing up Gibson. Gibson backs up Gibson. Satania backs up, and Kearney is backed up by Keontez Lewis.
Okay.
I think that's what I would go with.
We got Gibson, Burks, Gibson. Okay. Gibson, Burks, Satania. See, I just don't know if Burks and Satania together will play together. I don't know if they will that much unless you go 4 wide receivers.
Now, Randy says Giovanni, according to RAE video, I'm not sure what RAE means, is not close to playing. What does RAE mean, Randy?
Gibson, Burks, Gibson, question mark.
Now, Jen's got the same. Jen's got the same as me as well.
Yeah, I don't know if those guys are going to be playing early on. I just don't know, man.
And I agree with Sooner fan. He's the one that Jaden Gibson's the one that may get missed out on. Hey, the video,
raw video.
No, we know he wasn't practicing, but we know he wasn't practicing yet.
I don't think listen, my opinion with Jaden and Giovanni, I don't think they're rushing those guys back for game one. I mean, if they're going to play, it's going to be, you might bring him back in Michigan if you think they're. I just don't see any point to play him game one.
Zion Kearney Zion Kearney has put a lot of work in the weight room. Zion Kearney last year, I thought, looked better than a lot of the others. He just didn't get much chance. Didn't get many chances with the ball in his hands. Like, I'm trying to think, did he drop many? No, he didn't even get looked at much.
I got a question for you. This is a good question. And you can't use Giovanni Gibson because he's injured. Okay? Can't use him because he's injured. Out of the rest of the transfer wide receivers, who's the one you're most excited about? Can't do Giovanni Gibson. He's injured.
Well, it's Satania.
Well, you got Satania, you got Keontez Lewis, you got Jermichael Carter. Nobody talking about him.
It's Satania.
I would say Satania too, Jerm, but I just wanted to see what people said.
Is it Isaiah Satania or Joe Montana? I'm just kidding.
I mean, there's a Keontez Lewis. I mean, there are going to be people who say Lewis.
918 is high on Keontez Lewis, and I like Keontez too. I'm pretty high on him as well. I like his size.
Yeah, they're not. You know, I thought of something.
They're not. They are not.
I know you're really good with words. I want to see how with something. I know you're good with this.
I said Montana. I said Montana.
I was trying to think of this earlier. If you went with an offensive line of Sexton, Foji, Fasusi, EPL, and Everett, just go off their last names. SELFF. Give me a name for that O-line, Jerm. Can you think of one? Splitting those 11 letters up. You're pretty good with that.
Well, you got self, but that's not going to work.
No, I thought about that too.
Less. No, I don't know what we're trying to do. I'll get one, Jay. I'll come up with one.
I knew you'd try. Satania is tough. I just with Burks being out there, it's a tough position.
Jay, someone earlier asked about Dent. What are your thoughts on Dent?
I liked Dent last year. I thought he should have got more run because we all know Spencer Brown won it. He didn't get as much run as I would like. I think he can be good, Jerm. But I saw somebody in there saying he might be fighting an injury. I don't know. But I liked what I saw in his limited time. But I think he's a guy that you're going to give him a few years and see what he turns into. But I like him, Jerm. I like him. I think he's coming off his surgery. I think it might have been shoulder, but don't quote me. Don't quote me. They had a few guys, when you think about it, Logan Howland, Chief Azida, and Dan, I think all had some off-season surgeries. Why are you guys hyped about Satania? Listen,
I'll tell you why I'm hyped about Satania.
I'm hyped because he's a guy that he's kind of electric. He's kind of electric with his speed. That's my main thing. He can make the big play. Hey, Chief, I know you were high on Brendan Thompson. I think he's a better version of that.
I think he'll be better than
Brendan.
I think he'll be better than Brendan Thompson. Randy's bringing it up again. Have y'all heard?
No clue.
I don't even know what people are talking about.
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
No clue.
No clue. Satania is a faster Burks. I would like to see them in a foot race. I'm not going to say he's as good as Burks at all. I don't think he's near as physical as Burks. He's a different type of guy. I do think he's experienced. He's fast.
To be fair, I think the hype for Burks has dissipated since last year for most people, and I don't understand it. He didn't play a lot because of injury. Do you remember the first game? People were oohing and awing over him. Now it's like he's not being talked about as much. I'm thinking that guy can play. Burks can play.
Blake says whoever did the body slam needs to start. Yeah, 3 TDs game one. Burks did.
EPL body slam Trent Wilson, I believe.
Hey, and I think EPL will start. Is guard Darius Afalava participating? I haven't seen him. I'm sure he's going through things. I haven't seen it though. People are talking all sorts of stuff on here, Jay.
I disagree with this Sooner fan. He hasn't played enough. I think game one he had 3 tutties. in that bad offense. I think he can be really good.
I think he can be really good as well.
In this offense, I think he can be really good.
Now, if there's an injury of like Dolby's hamstrings aren't good to have injured. I will say that. Hamstrings don't heal quickly.
Yeah, but hey, 918, when you're talking about, I get what you're saying here, but I'm not saying he's going to start. So, like, I think he's a great piece for Oklahoma. I think he's going to get some. I think he's going to good amount of touchdowns. I really do in this offense. I think he will.
Elijah Thomas,
man, did you see him?
He's huge. He looks great.
Extra. What's the ET stand for in the movie?
Extraterrestrial, Jay.
I mean, he looks extra.
All I know is maybe at spots, I just don't see him getting 30 snaps a game. I mean, maybe 10 snaps a game.
He looks for a freshman. Wow. Like
when it comes to the offense, two things solidify the top 5 offensive line. Keep them in there, and then they're starting tight end. And who's that going to be?
That's the question.
I think Helms probably right now.
I think I would lean Helms right now. Yeah. Hey, by the way, I don't know if you saw the video coming out of Tennessee. Yikes. They got a bunch of drop passes.
Yeah.
Not pretty. Hey, appreciate it, Aaron. Thank you. Hey, let's get to trivia. You want to?
Time for trivia tonight.
I got a pretty good one tonight, Germ. I think Google it up, but it might take a minute. But before we get to that, 918 on here, who wins trivia about 90% of the time, owns Sugar 66. You see the logo there, Sugar 66, 2 locations, one in Tulsa at Mother Road Market, one in Catoosa near the Blue Well, candy shop, dessert shop. Hey, it's summer. It's time to go check them out at Sugar 66. You may get to say hi to 918 while you're there. Also check out their Facebook page, but Sugar 66. Here we go with the trivia, guys. Trivia tonight. We are 28 days. Can you believe that? We've been doing this live show all off season. Didn't think it's ever going to get here, Jeremy. It's almost here. 28 days. Here's the question. Danny Stutzman, 1 touchdown in his career at Oklahoma. How far was his interception return against Tulsa? How many yards?
I can see the play happening right now.
How many yards?
I can see the play happening right now. Big says Jackson Arnold's a weenie. Saw his press today. He didn't have it. I can tell by the way he talks.
You said people said that last year about him, though.
People did say that, and I was like, oh, what'd you want him to say? I defended him, but I can see that a little bit.
Dalpost, you're close, and wouldn't that be awesome if he would have got his number 28 on 28? And there it is, Blake. Aaron's first tonight. Aaron's first, 30 yards. Good job, Aaron. Way to go, man.
30 yards.
30 yards. Good job.
Hey, guys, phone lines are open. Let me go through a couple important logistical giveaways here. You've got this one first, right here on your screen. August 1st through the 18th, we're running this giveaway. There will be 6 winners. We'll spin a wheel. If you're on the wheel, your name could be drawn, and you'll receive 3 shirts. Welcome shirt, September and October shirt of the month, free from FanStop. But you got to email us at SoonerSurgePod@gmail.com. I'll put your name on the wheel. Check out the FanStop, thefanstop.com. Sign up for the shirt of the month club. Okay?
There you go.
All right, let's get back at it, guys. Phone lines are open.
Hey, let me read you something, okay? Let me get this off here.
Yeah, I was trying to get it off. There we go.
Let me read you something. This is from PFF, okay? This will get you hyped, even though you're already hyped about John Mateer. But last year, among quarterback, this is ranked among quarterbacks. You ready? Rushing yards, first. Explosive runs, first. Missed tackles forced, first. Yards after contact, first. The guy's pretty good running the ball. How much does he run at Oklahoma? Remains to be seen. SEC, a little tougher competition. Don't want to get hit too much, but at the same time, that's pretty exciting coming from a quarterback, finished first in all those rushing categories. You know what? Jackson Arnold could actually, that's one thing I thought he was okay at, especially near the end of the year, was running the ball. It was more power. I think John Mateer is a little more power and finesse. He can do a little bit of both.
And if Jaden Ott is as advertised from what Nagy said, are you kidding me? I don't know how much zone read Buck will do, but that's a pretty deadly zone read combo with Mateer and Ott.
Yeah, I think that'd be good.
Yeah, Arnold's issue is he didn't hold on the football and couldn't make, not decisive enough for OU. Just wasn't decisive enough.
You buying or selling this? Jackson Arnold starts every game for Auburn.
Oh man, that's
selling it.
tough. I'm gonna buy it. But I don't know.
I'm selling it.
And none of it matters unless the O-line is miles better, and hopefully they are.
Look at this little pun. The Sooners ought to have a 100,000-yard rusher this season. Tight end depth chart, Jerm. I got Helms. Gosh, I'd probably go Helms, Canick, Huggins. But it could be Helms, Huggins, Canick. I think those three are above everyone else.
Yeah, I think it's Huggins, Helms, Canick are the three. I think it's Helms first though. Helms, Huggins, Canick.
What about this? I can miss this. Do you guys think we'll see 3 running backs most of the season? Are we going to see what we've been? Let's do depth chart there, Jeremy, while we're at it here. Ott. I'm going to go Ott, Barnes, X-Rob.
I know, and that seems what everyone's doing, but I would rather see Ott, X-Rob, Barnes personally.
And I think you'll see 4 NIL commission to answer your question. I think
you think Blaylock?
I think Tatum will get run.
Over Blaylock. Blaylock's looking impressive, they're saying.
I like Blaylock a lot, but I think Tatum will get run over Blaylock. I think Tatum being who knows though? I think they're going to play 4, not a lot. I don't think the 4th guy's going to play. In fact, I think you may see more than as far as the last few years. I think you might see 2 running backs get the majority of the carries. That will be my thing. I think whoever number 2 is going to get a lot of carries as the backup. I think you'll see them getting more than their fair share. And
Chief T-Bird's right. I think X-Rob needs 10 carries a game. If you're going to go carries a game, I would like to see 20 to 25 for Ott, 10 for Rob at least. And if you want to give Barnes 5 or 6, I'm good for it. That's what I personally like to see.
Yeah, Chief says 10 carries a game. Yeah. Hey, Daniel, who played running back at OU, says, I think we'll see 3. If DeMarco does what he needs to, there should be 2. And I agree. And Daniel, I know we talked about this before, even after post games last year. And you were like, I just wish they would come up with I'm with you. Let me ask everybody this. This is another trivia question. Hunter, you may have to look up this answer. The year you had Mixon and P. Ryan. Who was the 3rd running back that year? Who cares, right? Nobody knows. That's my point.
Wait. No. Well, they had guys who got carries, Jay.
But
it wasn't. And Daniel's right. When you get into the conference, it's got to be Jay. It's got to be 2 main guys.
But that's my point behind it. Is like there was a guy and he got
Daniel Brooks was on that team.
Jerem,
Abdul Adams, is he on that team?
I understand. I'm just saying, like, we can throw names out. Everybody knows the names. I get that. But what I'm saying is they didn't get very many carries. It was P. Ryan and Mixon. It was Sermon and Kennedy. Remember Sermon and Kennedy? Those 2 together. You don't really talk about the 3rd guy that often. And here we are.
Who was with Sermon and Kennedy Brooks?
Here we are talking about X-Rob and Tatum and Barnes. That's all I'm saying.
Adams had 53 carries that year. And all were probably against non-con teams.
All right, let me ask you all this in the chat. Are you fans of the hot?
And that's what Daniel said. As the season progresses, they should go with 2.
I agree.
Baker had 78 carries. Abdul Adams 53.
Not counting quarterback, but yeah. Hey, are you fans? Are you fan of the hot back? Whoever's hot, give it to him, or do you not like that? Going into each game, like whoever gets the hot hand, will feed him.
I'm not necessarily. I like you go by scheme and what fits your scheme on lineups. Now, Jay, here's something interesting. Dimitri Flowers had 22, so he's a guy 22 on the year. But Dimitri Flowers, what?
H-back.
That's what I'm saying. That guy needs to be catching the ball out of the back.
That's
what Dimitri did.
Hold up. How many of those were against Iowa? Was it Iowa State where he was a starting running back? Or is that another H-back I'm thinking?
No, he had a starter game.
Who was the H-back that started because of injury? He started at running back. It might not have been Dimitri. It might have been.
I thought it was Dimitri Flowers.
It was against Iowa State.
I think it was Dimitri. Now, Keelan said, just watch the OU 2015 game, and Brooks was the third back. Daniel Brooks, yeah.
If the guy is eating, let him eat, Grayod says. Coming out of fall camp, it was RB1, Samaje, Joe Mix, and then me. Then Joe and Samaje took over. All 22 versus – there it is. I called it. See, Jerm? All of his carries were against Iowa State. You can't count those. No, I'm just saying it was H-back. He wouldn't have got carries except he was playing running back.
He was an H-back. He was a receiver is what he was used for in blocking.
Yeah, not running the ball. That's all I'm saying.
No, I don't count him as a running back.
I know. I just think you can't go into the season with – we all know Ott. Ott's going to probably be the starter. We all know that. But you can't go into the season with 3. Like, I think you got to develop – after a few games, you got to know who your 2 is. You got to know –
DeMarco Murray should not have the say on who's on the field.
You think it should be Arbuckle?
Absolutely, it should be Arbuckle. Now, DeMarco and Daniel might be able to correct me if I'm wrong on this because his running back coach, he can probably talk about what his running back coach did here. But to me, the running back coach should say, hey, Buck, dude's getting tired. Let's switch it up. I think we should switch it up a little. And that's fine. Buck makes the final decision. But, Arbuckle calls a play. He should get to have the guy he wants on the field. It should not be given to the running back coach, in my opinion.
Pass protection is a big deal. I would agree with that. Hey, Keelan.
Javonte Barnes is probably their best one, Jay. I don't know about Ott. Javonte Barnes was better than the other guys last year, pass protecting. Hey,
Keelan, they both have pressure, as Sooner Cowboy says here, to save BB's job. But the hype that Manning getting right now, he has more pressure. He's getting a lot of hype. Mateer's getting a lot of hype. But
there is what we're missing here, major difference. John Mateer is coming to OU to be the savior after a team just a debacle of an offense. It was the worst offense in the history of the program, maybe. John Mateer stepped 1 foot on campus and was looked at as a savior. That's a lot of pressure, but that's also low expectations from what happened the year before. Manning has been already talked about as that, and he hadn't even started. For 2 years, he's been talked about it. More pressure on him.
Hey, Daniel says, yeah, the OC has a play or drive where he wants a certain back. He trumps the running back coach.
That's a good way of putting it, trumps.
And this is fair too, Nine. When I understand this. I mean, it probably doesn't bother him an itty bit at all. He doesn't bother him at all, I don't think. Now, we'll see. We'll see what happens when he gets in the game situation. How about that first game? I'm pumped for that game, actually.
Oh, that's going to be a fun one, Jay.
Who's the first game on first Saturday before everything else? We talked about this a few weeks ago. It's a Big 12 game, isn't it? Baylor?
Well,
Baylor.
Who is it that plays Baylor week
Baylor,
1?
Iowa State?
No, Iowa State's playing K-State in London.
Yeah, it's the first game of the year on the Saturday. It's the Saturday before.
It's Auburn Baylor, I think.
Is it Auburn Baylor? Yeah.
Yeah, Baylor Auburn on Friday. There it is. Yeah. Baylor Auburn on Friday.
The 30th. Wait, the 30th. Isn't on, but isn't there a game on the Saturday before OU?
OU plays the 30th.
But isn't there a game on the
23rd?
I thought there was one game the week before. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just keep seeing stuff that there's 3 more Saturdays till college football, 4 more to OU plays. So I'm wondering what that game is.
NIL said some guy did a ranking who had more pressure, and Mateer first, Manning 8th. Delusional. Okay. ISU, KSU, Gray God says.
That's the 23rd then, Saturday.
That is such an early conference game.
But that makes sense since they're traveling. I understand that. That makes sense since they're traveling.
Guys, another Saturday come and gone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight on the Sooner Surge. Big shout out to Sooner Bob 61 for the super, to Jen Kane for the super. Yeah, shout out to Chester for his rendition of the starting lineup in less than a minute. It was elite. Appreciate everyone in the chat giving their thoughts on everything and keeping us in line as well here. Thank you so much. Also, Fresno and Kansas as well on the 23rd.
And I agree with Hunter. Ban them all.
And banned baseball games from Bristol. So
that was bad. I couldn't even.
Bad.
I know. I thought that was silly. Silly to have a baseball game in Bristol. I thought that was silly. But
now, one thing before we close, Daniel Brooks says the good thing about Baker going the 2015 season was that he knew he had pressure, but we didn't know because he never showed it.
Ooh, great.
I hope Mateer has that. That gave me goosebumps just thinking about Bake in that year. That gave me goosebumps, Daniel. And I agree. Mateer seems to have that, but if you can go out there and doesn't even seem like there's pressure on you, other guys, like even Daniel was right there witnessing it. Other guys see it and feel it. So, hey.
And Trent with the comment here, like, I think saying all will be good is an understatement. I think Mixon 2.0, but better. Wow, that's a hot take. The combo with Mateer in the option game, can't wait, Boomer.
Let's end it with that. I'm going to put the sunscreen on after that take. We're going to get the sunscreen on, and we're going to close this thing up. Guys, we'll see you tomorrow night. Have a super Sunday, Sooner Nation. Can't wait for tomorrow night.